What do you get with selling confidence? Well, the real question here is it worth the money? Now, there are a number of powerful tools that are the backbone of selling confidence and what make it so effective. Rather than being perfect world theory, the tools we have created not only work, but are designed to be used in the moment as and when you need them. They're also updated and improved as time goes on and exist to answer some of the common questions and problems you'll face. They're tailored to exactly what you need. Everything in selling confidence follows a 4-step sales process: find, engage, close, and follow up. The tools we're going to discuss in this short video fit very neatly into each of the sections and allow you to navigate and move forwards and make progress where possible. So everything starts with finding your ideal buyer. Who is your ideal buyer? Well, the ideal buyer scorecard looks at 12 elements and allows you to clearly identify who your client is, where you can find them, when you can find them, and what's driving their behavior. Then, with your ideal buyer identified, you need to engage them. From what to say, how to say it, and when to reach out, the engagement matrix and outreach scripts will provide everything you need to engage your clients. Is it better to call or send an email? Well, we will tell you that too. We've got that mapped out. And with the conversation underway, you need to be able to spot potential buyers. For that, we use the buyer readiness score. The readiness score lists 5 factors that must be in place for the conversation to proceed. Without it, you don't know which conversations are a waste of your time and which are worth your time. Now you're talking to somebody who's in the market for your offering. At what point do you pitch them? At what point do you think about closing them? Well, for that, you need the buyer intent score. This will save any awkward situations where you're trying to pitch people who just are not interested. So when you've got somebody that's showing buyer intent, how do you actually pitch them without feeling salesy or pushy? This is a huge problem for a lot of people. Well, we created the value loop, which gives you a simple 5-step process to follow. It allows you to ask for the business without feeling awkward or pushy. And if you need to, you can also use the risk scale to ensure you have everything in place that you need to reassure your client that making the purchase is the right move for them. But of course, people have objections. What happens if they object? We've got you covered. All objections fall into one of 3 categories, which we call the buyer equation. And we've created a simple 1-pager that allows you to handle any objection you might receive so you don't feel flustered or unsure of what to do next. It's a simple framework to use to handle any objection. Following up is always difficult, especially without feeling pushy. So we created the follow-up roadmap to give you 7 reasons to follow up rather than just checking in or touching base. This allows you to keep the relationship alive and the opportunity alive, but without feeling salesy or pushy. Everything in selling confidence is backed by our 10 fundamental rules. There are 10 fundamental rules that sit behind everything we do in selling confidence. They're rules, not principles, because if you break them, you will lose the sale. And once you know what the 10 rules are, it'll be very obvious to you how to navigate in certain situations, what to do and what not to do. Finally, we provide you with over 100 ways to get your buyers' attention, to engage them and close them using common sense, science, and real-world strategies that work. We also give you 100 selling questions to ask at each stage of finding, engaging, closing, and following up, so you're never short of things to talk about in the conversation. And if you're still not sure, we have our daily activity planner to keep you on track each day in as little as 30 minutes, and you can join us in the Selling Confidence community to ask a question or share your success. And there's a lot more besides. Those are just some of the tools we have developed to take you from identifying your buyer right through to closing the sale and handling objections confidently, comfortably, without feeling pushy or salesy. Whatever you're selling, wherever you are, if you aren't sure how to sell or if you need a framework to follow, then you need selling confidence.